Do you have a teammate who has trouble getting to the point? Today's tip is just for you. Jen, I have a team member who's very long-winded. They have good ideas, but their rambling style makes our meetings run over. Coworkers are rolling their eyes and getting annoyed. How can I help them? Great question, dear leader. This is a super common and totally fixable situation. At first glance, this might seem like a how do I give tough feedback kind of problem, but that's only part of it. The real issue isn't just your team member's style, it's that your meeting structure and team norms aren't set up to handle it. And that's what's causing delays and bad vibes. You need to create a meeting environment where everyone can participate effectively and where it's easy to spot and course correct when things aren't working. Yes, this takes some practice. Here's a simple framework to get you started. You want to start by framing the topic and outcome clearly. Today, we're going to discuss reflections from the employee engagement survey. This is a discussion, not a decision-making session. And then share the process up front. To make sure everyone has time to share and that we end on time, we're going to add a little structure. First, everyone's going to take 2 minutes to silently gather their thoughts individually. Then, we're going to go around the room. Each person will have up to 2 minutes to share their thoughts. And then finally, after everyone has had the chance to speak, we're going to open it up for group discussion. Pro tip, have your long-winded team member go last or near the end. This gives them time to prepare instead of thinking out loud on the spot. It also lets them learn from others and ideally self-correct. And that's the key. With this simple process, you've now created a baseline for self-assessment and feedback. Now you can say, hey, Jonathan, I noticed you're having trouble staying within the time limit during team conversations. I want to make sure you feel heard and see how I can support you. This isn't about strict rules or punishment. It's about defining what effective participation looks like so that everyone knows what's expected and can contribute meaningfully. And no, not every meeting needs this level of structure. Tailor it to your outcomes and the people in the room. And don't forget, there are plenty of other ways to gather input, like sending discussion questions in advance or inviting folks to email their thoughts. Also, a quick note on conversation styles. For example, when I'm excited, I tend to popcorn, jumping into the conversation with ideas, sometimes at inopportune times. Some people love that energy. We're vibing and collaborating and building off each other's ideas. For other people, this feels disruptive and like interrupting. So who's right? Well, everyone. Our brains work differently. Creating a space where everyone can contribute requires some give and take. And yes, learning to be succinct is a skill. And so is adjusting our conversation format to make space for different styles. So try it out and let me know how it goes. Well, that's my take. What's yours? What considerations would you give someone facing a similar problem? Drop your advice in the comments below and let's learn together. Do you have a sticky workplace situation causing you grief? Send it my way and we'll tackle it in a future episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, happy improving.